How are you when you hear this discussion of management of people and talent and resources? What did you do well and wrong as a control freak? I'll just use the clinical term. And as a reformed control freak, what do you do now?
I think the main way that I counter being controlling is to be authentic. And when I'm authentic, my anxiety drops. And if I'm trying to hide my anxiety, you're a fraud, right? You're anxious about something, you're not sharing it, and so you're presenting a different situation. And so I think what I do now is and I've been doing this for years, is I just seek to be more authentic, even when it's hard to say or maybe hard for the person to hear. And it's a constant process for me, is to really remember that by being authentic, I'm reducing my anxiety, and therefore I'm less controlling. So it's a whole ecosystem for me.
Yeah, and it's hard to say to a founder what you authentically feel, because you place the bet on them and you're in business with them, and what is the fallout going to be, right? You have to think that through. Like if you authentically say to somebody, I'm really disappointed in what's happened here, which I had to say to a founder recently, and they said, you are like my hero, and I am devastated that you've lost faith in me. And I said, well, here's the two reasons why I lost faith.
So Jason, what I would be so you use the word disappointing, right? That puts you in a parent role.
Yeah,
like
it did. Yeah.
Right. And so what I try and do is I say, hey, can I be direct with you? That's my line.
Much better framing.
Right.
Much better framing.
And then they take responsibility for saying yes. They say yes. And then we have a conversation. I definitely say disappointing also. I try not to. When I say it, I know that it sets up the kind of role that I don't want.
Right. It's not a good role to be in. Yeah. And
I still do it, but I try not to,
There's a great scene in, and it is obviously a father-son theme, but in the film Gladiator, the king says to the son, your failures as a child is my failure as a father, right? And don't beat yourself up so much. And then what I said to the founder was, I feel like I didn't make it clear enough to you that this was going to be an inevitability if you kept doing the same pattern over and over again, that this was going to sink the company. And I should have rang the alarm louder to you. I should have said it, more clearly, more authentically, right? To use your word. And this is a very weird dynamic where, as we get old, Josh, you and I are becoming, I don't know if it's a weird feeling for you now to be an elder statesman in a lot of these situations. When we were the kids, and it feels like it was yesterday, we were the wonder kids, that these old guys were writing checks to, and now we're the check writers, and people look at us as old, and it's like, I don't feel old, but okay.
Right.
You actually have to become self-aware of that your words are being taken differently when you, hit 50. 40, whatever, than when you were the 20-something or the 30-something.
By the way, Monty's right there. He's almost there at 50.
Almost right there. Yeah, he said, I'm 49, so I'm almost right there. I mean, after this pandemic, I feel like I'm 64. Right. And this has been hard.